See, live example. I thought whether then you will, I think you will understand what is all leadership about and then what we all can do it. So with that, I am going to discuss about the same Richardson and Toras company. The past of Richardson and Toras. This is a company established in 1858. You see any coding in the movie, any Hindi movie you see, you will see a monogram of Richardson and Toras. If there is any industrial activity has to be seen by the director or producer, you will see Richardson and Toras. And once this company was considered as jewel of India with regard to industrial activity, particularly in the South India and the Western India. It was nationalized in 1972 from a British company. Earlier it was a British company, and then 72 government took over by Act of Parliament on nationalize. It was having 5,000 employees once upon a time. 5,000 employees are there. We have it's a heavy engineering basically, and we have 4 factories. One in Raipur, second in Munu, third in Nagpur, and fourth in Chennai. 4 factories, and all the 4 factories are still operating. So this is the past. Now let's see the present. This is a SIG company since 1992. So today we are in 2001. From 1992 to 20 years, this company is a SIG company. It is having a negative net worth of 450 crore. In our books today, we have a negative net worth of 450 crore. Yearly, we have a loss of approximately 50 crore. So every year, our net worth is increasing, not in a positive way, but in a negative way, 50 crore. Today, we have an employee strength of 38. Earlier, we had 5,000 employees. Today we have an employee strength of 38 only, and mind it, all the 4 factories are still operating. There is no head for HR, for legal, for finance, company secretary, EPC, IT, security, you name the department, head is not there. Out of the 38 employees, 25 are permanent. So 13 employees are only executives. BFR, you all must be doing BFR? Bureau of the Industrial Reconstruction Company. This has ordered for change of management in the month of June 2011. They have issued order. If this company is a perennial SIG company, 20 years, company has not submitted the plan for revival, or when the plan was submitted, somewhere in 1995, this was declared as failed. So finally, after giving a lot of chance to government, to the company, to everybody, finally they ordered change of management. They were so frustrated, they ordered total change of management. And there was no appeal was filed by the company against that order. That means I am talking about June 2011. There was no. They issued the order and company accepted. Okay, change of management. Then State Bank of India is the operating agency. You must be knowing the BFR, assuming this is not. That whenever such companies refer to a BFR, the BFR appoints an operating agency. That operating agency will take care of all the debts and credit, and then how the amount will be realized, how it will be distributed. Because all in the role of an operating agency. So SBI was appointed as an operating agency. So after getting the order from BFR, SBI released advertisement in the month of August 2011, approximately 1 year back, for change of the management. And the condition was, so when SBI released the advertisement, 9 bids were received by the SBI, 9 different parties had bid for this particular takeover of this particular company. Employee morale is at the lowest level. You can imagine that change of management is there, government is planning to sell this company, advertisement has been released, and bids have been received. So employees were totally happy with it, and they are having 1992 scale. I don't know particularly those on the public sector. Private sector, those scales are not there. But in the public sector, we have on the basis of the pay commission, the different scales are there. 92 scales are the oldest scale in the country today. That means the salary of the CNMD of 1992 scale, can you imagine? Can you imagine the scale of CNMD of 1992 scale? Huh? Any other figure? 23,000? 10,000 to 12,000. The scale of the CNMD is 10,000 to 12,000, and then you can imagine about the other employees. Their scale will be what, and what salary they will be getting. About the senior most executive, he is getting something around 25,000 after DA. Your basic 6,000, 5,000, around 25,000 is basic pocket. And the most of the employees, the lower category, their average salary is around 10 to 12,000 rupees. And they are staying in Mumbai. So you can consider the likely their level of morale. All possible restrictive practices you will find this. You should be able to understand what other restrictive practices can happen in a government company. All are relevant. No support for salary or statutory payment from government. Invariably, the C companies, they get a salary support from the government because they are not in a position to give a salary because your net worth is negative by 450 crore. So from where you generate the salary or where you will pay the statutory payments like provident fund or your license fees or your PA or PSI. There was no support from the government also. Challenge. Assets of this company is 10,000 crore. By Tuna, there is a 14-acre land. There is no company, no private sector is having a 14-acre land in the South Indian today. This company is having 14-acre land by Tuna. This company is having 35-acre land balloon. 35-acre land balloon. So the asset value is around 10,000 crore. And as per that advertisement, anybody who is willing to take over the 339 crore liability, because then 2011, the liability was 339 crore, today it is 450, because every year I told you the 450 the crore, the 50 crore is our liability is increasing to 339 crore was the outstanding liability. So any company willing to take over the liability of 339 crore can bid for this company. Now, will you lead this company to turn around? Stand up. Anybody? Will you leave this company? And if yes, how? This company is about to be cremated. Bids have received. Everything has happened. Just the BFR, those bids will be opened, it will be decided, and then the bids will be given to a company, and the company is closed. Finish. Will you leave this company? Tell me. Anybody want to take this challenge?
Thank you.
You understood the whole HSM class now? Clear? Okay. Then what had happened? December 2011, the PSCB called for interview for CNMD of this company. And I was working in the same company from which one other speaker came in the last session. That is the great Hindustan Petroleum Corporation. The same questions which I am asking you were asked by our secretary, Heavy Industry, Mr. Sundaresan. Why you want to join this company? I applied for that interview. Why you want to join this company? Company is going to be closed in 3 months. You are from a company which is one of the best paymaster in India. Oil companies are considered as one of the best paymaster with regard to facilities, with regard to salary, with regard to power, with regard to anything. You name the thing, they have this. So why you will join this company? I said, ठीक है, बहुत हो गया. We have earned a lot. We are really shipped, let me try this thing. He said, you will not come. Even if you select, you will not join this company. Your wife will not allow you to join. He asked me this question, have you asked your wife, will you join this company? Will she allow you have unlimited medical facility in Hindustan Petroleum, where there is no medical facility in Hindustan Petroleum. Will you come this company? There is no LTC there. There is no lunch facility. There is no dinner facility. I mean, the thing is there. You join this company. And I now, if that is all the case, then I should let me take a try. Okay. So this company has assets of 10,000 crore. And development and all these 9 bits which I told you, is all other developers of Bombay. You know how they operate syndicates? If anybody from the real estate, please pardon me, how this real estate real syndicates they operate in Bombay. See, what they have done it, they will bid for the government properties or what are the disputed properties. And they have taken the granted that they will spend around 4 to 5 crore in each case. And if they won that particular bid, they will make the whole loss of maybe in the 10 cases they have lost. So they by investing 100 crore or 150 crore, maybe in 10 to 12 cases, if they win one case, they are going to get a property worth of 2,000 to 5,000 crore. That is the way the Bombay is being operated by these syndicates. And all this time, but these syndicates. Okay. And only 339 crore is the government asking them to get the check. And what are the BFR order? Assets cannot be disposed of, but current assets can be used for day-to-day operation. BFR order was the change of management. Until the change of management takes place, you cannot dispose of your assets. You may pay 10,000 crore to value of assets, but assets cannot be disposed of. But current assets can be used for day-to-day operation. So what we did, because I was selected there, because I took the challenge, blindly, okay, let me go and try. Then I called all these 13 employees, 13 activities what we have available there. Other department, I could not, it was workmen was the lowest level. Those are the best operator or furnace operator. So we call this thing. So we divided the assets into 2 categories. One category, Mumbai and Hyderabad. Second category, Nagpur and Chennai. Now, Nagpur and Chennai, there is a big demand for our products. We are making electrical tower and testing of the towers. Now, any tower you make in India, the electrical tower or microwave tower, those towers has to be first tested. Protocol has to be tested. And then and what we do in the test bed is we put the pressure from all the directions, vertical, horizontal, all the directions, and then we press it fully and see at what level it will crash. That will be the safety level of safety. And then we issue certificate. And then on the basis of that only it can go for mass production. So there's a big demand for this particular activity. Because of high industrialization, high electrical demand in India, so these are being tested in our Nagpur area. And we are also making the tower also. So there is a big demand for this thing. Similarly, at Chennai, we are doing the work for other companies for construction, for EPC type of job, AMC type of job. If you have to get some structure, all those things we are doing in Chennai. But in case of Baikura and Noon, which are a Bombay property, these are in very, very highly, I will say in the residential or very high commercial area or commercial value. So even if you do anything, you will not realize any value from that. So what we did is we keep these 2 properties on a legal license basis, lease basis, and do your production at Chennai and Nagpur. Now the problem with us was we are having a very old technology. Not like the private sector that every day you are investing. Because 20, 30 years, 20 years, these are the same companies, so nobody was investing a single penny there. Our machines are something like 50-year-old. So there was no investment. If you do some job, you will get the order there. So we started giving a Baikula and Mulund property on leases basis. We gave to Unga, L&T, Dusam Petroleum, then even NSIC, same like this, and we started generating the rental income from that. And what we did, the problem has become when we started getting this money, the money started coming in such a big way. Auditors started asking questions. Statutory auditors started questioning. What is this happening? How this money is coming? Why it was not coming earlier? All those issues started coming. And similarly, earlier we were not taking the orders, although the orders were available, but we were not able to compete. What we decided? We will operate at a no loss, no profit at Chennai and Nagpur. So we get 10 million order because we get an MOU target from government. We have to give so and so target, so and so turnover. So our turnover target was 100 crore. 100 crore you will do it. If you do 100 crore and meet the target, you are excellent in it. Like that. So like those MOU targets are given for each company, each CPSEs. So those were given. So what we decided, 100 crore turnover we do from Chennai and Nagpur. We will do on a no loss no profit, and the income that is coming from Baikula and from Mulund, that we will use there, and overall we should we are making the profit. As I said, Baikula, Mulund assets for leasing, and Chennai and Nagpur needs for turnover. Then what we did, as I said, there were all restricted practices were there. Because the moral was very low, the income level very low. So we said nothing doing. We started having all the work discipline. Earlier, CNMD will not be there for more than half an hour. Now we decided 9 o'clock is coming, we will not leave up to 7 o'clock. In the office has to be there. Financial discipline, fortunately the directive came from we have a two more director from the government of India. So I persuaded them to make a resolution in the board that there should not be any cash payment. And all the payment has to be made only through ECS. So once we implemented that, the payment will be made by ECS. That means the payment to the contractor will be made directly. And there is no intermediaries involved. So restricted started using those commissions and those brokerages and all those things started using. Then I started generating the profit even from Chennai and Nagpur also, which we were doing earlier on the negative basis. Now even the Chennai and Nagpur also started generating the profit for the company. Most of the leakages we have done. That's one, even for the 13 employees, the senior most officer was the B grade. B grade, you know what is the B grade? We call it the senior officer level. After the senior officer, you have a deputy manager, manager, senior manager, chief manager, DGM, then after the GM, executive director, director. These all were not available. So whatever the 13 up to the senior manager, the senior officer level available, I assigned them to the purchase officer sitting in Nagpur, whenever you are my company secretary. He said, "Zindagi mein मैं company secretary देखा नहीं मैं कैसा होता है? Board minute में देखा नहीं कैसा होता है? मैंने कहा यार you come here, we will do jointly. We will go and sit with the outsider company secretary and we learn how to file this ROC return and how to conduct AGM, how to conduct balance sheet. Because earlier I was having a 30-year experience in the oil company, totally marketing company. This we had never handled. Then the law issues, then we started taking the 4455 officer for labor law cases. We attended 2-3 sessions, so like that we started learning. And the responsibility was given to all these persons. Today, my turnover is 100. All cash credit limit we have surrendered. All cash credit limit. All debts have been cleared. Only one debt is there. All debts have been cleared. I persuaded the government and my secretary is out and advised our economic advisor, and they have filed an appeal. If there is any change of management has to be only with CPSE. It cannot be with private person. So you can't give 10,000 crore assets to this private builder here. The government is trying to this is our property. How can now BSR issue an order give the change of management to anybody? So they are filed an appeal that I still know they all are resisting. All of these private builders and the syndicate, they are registering the company should not be listed. But they have filed a but it's still not listed. We are also now trying to blame. You can understand me what can happen. There is what is happening there. Initial revival plan was submitted to government. They have taken the review and they have asked us to submit a revised revival plan. Can you tell me a single company in India which is operating with a working capital at an interest rate of 0.5%? All of them are. Tell me a single company which is operating with a 0.5% interest. Everybody paying in the range of 14 to 18%. I am paying only 0.5%. Tell me how. Nothing rocket science. Simple, very simple. You know, when I started getting money from all this my leasing, what I did, instead of paying that money, sorry, don't listen. Instead of that paying money to the government, I put that money in FDs. I put that money in FD. And I am getting a 9% interest there. Against those FD, I take the OD. And when you take the OD, you have to just pay the 0.5% interest. That's all. And CC limit, I already started. So I am operating with only 0.5% today. Not taking any government support because I have enough money now as far as paying the salary, paying the statutory dues because they are generating enough money. Today I have orders about more than 100 crore in the reverse auction we have won. Because what we decided, we will have a very low margin because the money is coming from leasing. So we started doing that and we started getting all the orders from BHL. My vendor orders coming from BHL, our rate in the reverse auction. I am competing with a private company and getting orders. Cash profit, can you imagine now? This year my cash profit will be 25 crore. And next year my target will be 50 crore. I will have a cash profit. RLC has to come out of BFR in 2013. That is the challenge I have. How will you do this company? Given the chance, please wait for 4 years. Then you can lead this company because they were 75. Thank you very much.